Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Right, from the title of the video you will know that I've been having a go at the faux handmade paper. I saw Noit Art do a video a couple of days ago and I thought, oh, I've got to do that, I've really got to try that. So I've been having a go. I had a little go yesterday, but I didn't have a lot of time. Yeah, I only allowed myself a little while to do it yesterday, so I wasn't completely you know, into it yesterday, but I've had another go today. I wanted to use some of my bits of painty paper up, you know, bits that I've just white brushes on, and that one, this one's got a piece of where I've printed something and he printed that and blah de blah de blah. So this is one of them, and I've cut up little pieces of sponge that I've used for doing paint with. And there's bits of what is that? Oh, it's bits of yarn and some, you probably can't see it very well, some bits of skeleton leaves and some rose petals. I was so excited. If you don't know it, you really need to go across, because she does an absolutely brilliant tutorial and she's got some fantastic papers. She's really made some fantastic papers. That's another one with a lot of painting in the background, so they probably just look like painted papers, but they get better. This one ages ago I'd stuck some bits of paper on that I'd got left from something else. I think that's, I don't know what it was. And so I put some pieces of yarn and different bits and bobs in there as well. But yesterday I think I'd got my glue too thick, and as you can see it's not stuck it down properly, but it's still pretty. So there's that one, and there was that one, that's just a white one with some red and blue on the back, and again I've put little bits of eyelash yarn and rose petals, and again I think my glue was too thick. That's that one. This was another print out that didn't print very well, so it's great because I'm using stuff up. That's got rose petals and bits of glitter, and whether you can see bits of glitter and skeleton leaves. This one I'd already stuck this napkin down. Well, it was the undersheet of a napkin. I'd stuck that on there ages ago, so I used that and put rose petals and what's that? Oh, they're skeleton leaves again. It's just a plainer one. And this one was a, so let me put those over. This one was a, I didn't even know I'd still got this. I'd been, well, not practicing drawing, but just messing about. So I just put some yellow pieces on there, yellow ribbons, and I can't see, yeah, oh, feathers. But again, my glue was too thick and it's just like a skin. So I might paint over that. And there's a couple, yeah, like this one. I can't even remember what I put on that one. Bits of yarn, but whatever it was, I didn't like it, so I painted over it. So that's like a painted paper, and the same with that one. That's on all, oh, but it's still pretty. This has got rose petals and feathers. Again, a bit of printy paper, but they're so fun to do. This one I got some dried, I think they was off my sister-in-law's roses or something, and they're so fine. And I've got some, these are my rose petals from somebody had brought me some roses, all sorts of bits and bobs. So I've just used the leaves on there, and skeleton leaves again. That's just on a Hobbycraft paper. Now this one, I've done this ages ago. I've got a drawer full of the leftover bits from when I've cut my flowers out, so I went through a phase of sticking loads on my painted papers, but this was the other side, and I've just put, it's really not picking it up very well. I bet they all just look like painted papers to you. I put some leaves and some bits of yarn on that one, and then these ones I've done today. This one was just a white sheet of paper. What's it got on it? Oh, it's got bits of brown yarn, brown leaves, bits of brown feather, and then I've got some, I can't think what colour it is, but a brown paint, and I just mixed a little bit with the glue, but obviously didn't mix it very well because it's streaky. So that's that one. And these are the better ones. This was just a white sheet of paper, and I think I've got the hang of it now. I've got the consistency of my glue better. Now for these ones I've used dried tea. I've used like probably a teaspoonful today, that's all I've used. And then I thought, oh, I know what I can use. So I went to the greenhouse and I saved all my marigold seeds, so I've been using those because I've seen those in handmade papers before. So that one's got dried tea, bits of not hessian, gauze, bits of gauze, some of the seeds, marigold seeds, bits of gauze, bits of eyelash trim, and skeleton leaves. So that one's a bit better, and this one's quite nice as well. Again, the same thing, the tea leaves, and it's all stuck down better. Definitely I'd got my glue too thick yesterday. So dried tea, dried leaves, the seeds, and bits of string, not string, bits of cotton. I quite like that one. That was on coffee dyed paper. This one's the same on coffee dyed paper. Yeah, coffee dyed paper. And this one I've got some bits of net, tulle net. I never know which is which. Got some bits of that. Oh, and some of this eyelash trim. There's stuff all over the place here. And bits of leaves, skeleton leaves, and I've put some green leaves in there as well. I really like that one. God, everything's flying all over. And there's that one. I've used some blue eyelash yarn on this one, and green leaves again on the coffee paper. It's gone down much nicer. I'll tell you what else I've done as well, because some of them had still got some bubbles in. What I've done today, I ran them through my Sizzix machine just to flatten any extra bubbles out, and it's just made them a bit flatter. And there's that one again, the tea, leaves and threads. Keep wanting to say sunflower seeds, marigold seeds. Get a grip, girl, marigold seeds. But they're just so nice. And I'll just show you if I can find it. Where's it gone? There was another one that, here it is, another one that I did. I really can't remember what I did to it. It's got a lot of texture, but I didn't like it, so I just painted it pink, and I've just glued it to this. This is just a TV book that I've folded up, and you've seen it before. Just put my excess paints and stuff in it. Ooh, look at the glare. So I've just done that for a cover for that. She'll do something else, but the texture's lovely. It's really lovely. Right, where are we? Oh, and then this one. this was packaging paper. You know how when you get a box of something from Amazon or you order something, they put loads and loads of packing in, don't they? Well, you can't throw it out, so, but it's, oh, it really soaked up the glue, this did, but that's gone nice. I like that one. This one had got bits of raffia as well. Noit had used some raffia, so I thought, oh, I've got some of that. Oh, and then I used some of my, can't think what you call it, just a minute, honeycomb, is it? Honeycomb packaging, that stuff. Use some bits of that. And some of the brown leaves, tea leaves. Oh, there's no seeds on there. And then this one, is that the same? Yeah, it's the same packaging. And then I just went over that one with the brown paint. Is it raw umber? Raw sienna? I don't know. One of the brown paints anyway. So that's my little bit of playtime. And it's well fun. And there's some here that are still drying. It's that one. It's nearly dry. That one's got, that's either tea or coffee dye, I think. It's got the seeds in and bits of, it's very addictive. I'm going to have to stop now. There's that one on sheet music. Oh, the sheet music one there, I thought there was. Oh, one must be high. Oh yeah, I've shown you it. I like that one. Real dark and grungy. And less trim. And then this is the last one I've done. I've got some sheets of this that I did in the summertime. It's just yellow printer paper and I just sprayed it. Tea dyed they are. They don't smell of coffee, so they must be tea. So just done that one. I might just do one. I mean, I'm sure you've all seen them by now. And the other lady, I don't think I've said this. I think the lady that, excuse me a minute. Slurp of my tea. The lady that Noit had seen do it was, is it Natasha from Treasure Books? You see. So I went across and had a look at Natasha's as well, but I don't know, they just seem to, theirs seem to sort of stick down easier than mine. But it's still fun. And it just means I've got to keep doing it and practicing. Who am I to argue, really? Whether I put too much glue on. This paper's very thin and it curls up. I've just been sprinkling a bit of tea on. Quite a lot on. And a few seeds. I think I'll get marigolds growing out of my paper in the summer. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Might do. Bits of tea paper. Such a lot of fun. And Woolly Steph, you know me very well, don't you? Steph said as soon as she saw Noit's video, she thought, I know someone that's going to be doing that. I'm so predictable. Yeah, so I don't know. Don't think Natasha said where she'd seen it, so I don't know where she's seen it from. It always sort of intrigues me as to where the ideas come in the first place. As some people say where they've been inspired, who they've been inspired by and where they've seen it, and then other people don't mention it, so you don't know whether it's their idea or whether they can't remember or they forgot to mention it, or yes, I don't know. What shall we have now? Let's use some of these bits of thread up. Slap it on. It's getting foggy again now. It was really thick fog this morning. But it's milder. Which is nice. I keep thinking of holidays. I know it's only January, but I love it. I love to get to January and I think, yay, soon going to be my holiday. Won't be long till summer. Let's have a bit of green on. That'll do. Stick that bit up there. Where's my napkin? Oh, let's have a bit of glitter. Yeah. I've had this glitter. It's a Martha Stewart glitter and I've got it from a little craft shop, 99p, and I don't think I've ever used it. I'm really doing ever so well this year with using stuff. At the end of the day, that's what we buy it for, isn't it? Well, obviously we have to hoard things first. I mean, that's the law. That goes without saying, especially paper pads. But I'm getting on very well with paper pads at the moment as well. But it is the law to hoard. I don't know whether I'm a bit too heavy-handed doing this, but I really don't care. So you just patch it up. Love it. Probably got a little bit too much. You get a bit carried away there. It's padded. I've been using one of these to press it down with. Both Noit and Natasha, they used a brush, but when I was using my brush it was really ripping it. Been using this and it hasn't been too bad at ripping. That bit might there. Oops. Yeah, see, that piece doesn't want to go down. Maybe I just put too much stuff on. I don't know. I'm just going to have to keep practicing, ladies, aren't I? Just nod at me and humour me. Yes, BettsyDoodle, you are. You keep practicing. Okay then, I will, if you insist. I'll tell Mr. Doodle that you've told me I've got to keep practicing. Yeah. Right, I shall go and put that one to dry. I love you and leave you. So if you've not seen it or you've not had a go, just have a go because it's really great fun. And you can use anything really as long as it's reasonably flat. For this cotton, I did have a load of strands, but I've used that on another project. And Oh, don't know where it's gone now. I've got these cotton spools that I must have had 30 years. You UK ladies, can you remember Web Ivory? Well, I don't know whether it's an international company or not, but my mother-in-law used to do Web Ivory, and I got a big stack of these cottons, and they was absolutely useless. They just break ever so easily. I don't even know why they're in here, but so I've been pulling it all off of there and using that up. So I really am using stuff up. And I shall go now and say thank you again, Noit, for doing that video. And thank you everyone for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.